Big news about MLB The Show 25 came out today, and we are going to cover that and more in today's video. But before we do any of that, if you guys have not subscribed to the channel yet, 95% of you watching these videos are not subscribed. If you could do me a huge favor and help support the channel as we are on the road to 2,000 subscribers, please do me a favor by hitting that like button and subscribing to the channel if you want to stay tuned for more content about MLB The Show 25 and other gaming content. So a few days ago, I want to say on Sunday, MLB The Show, or San Diego Studios I should say, released a 10-second clip, if you want to call that, of the MLB The Show 25 logo and not really much else. So they were announcing that they were basically going to be giving us more news soon, but they didn't really give us anything in that specifically. Then yesterday, right before I went to work, of course, breaking news popped off on Twitter that Elly De La Cruz announced that he was going to be the next cover athlete for MLB The Show. But I thought it was weird, and a lot of people thought it was weird too, because this wasn't coincided with MLB The Show's post. It was literally just him announcing it on his Instagram, and we were like, okay, maybe he jumped the gun. He might get in trouble for that a little bit, but it's not that big of a deal. However, then some more athletes decided to go to Instagram to announce that they were going to be on the cover of MLB The Show 25, specifically Gunnar Henderson and Paul Skeens. So that left people thinking, was this going to be, you know, some alternate covers? Were they all going to be on the cover? Or who else was going to announce that they were going to be on the cover? It left a lot of intriguing questions going around in the community. And then today, while I was in class, the timing of everything being fantastic, San Diego Studios announced that MLB The Show 25 will feature Elly De La Cruz, Paul Skeens, and Gunnar Henderson on the cover, and they gave us the official look, and it looks fantastic. And some of the details that came out about the game are that the pre-order for MLB The Show 25 will go live on February 4th. And for those who pre-order the Digital Deluxe Edition, you will get early access on March 14th, when the full game will release 4 days later on March 18th. So there's some pretty important info about the game. We'll be able to pre-order it in about a week here. Not anything about pricing yet that I saw. I might have not looked as extensively as I could have, but I didn't see anything about pricing when I was looking. Probably still gonna be a fuck ton of money, but what's new? And they also announced that the gameplay trailer for the game will also go live around the same time that the pre-order release thing goes live as well. So at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you're like me and you're in the Central Time Zone, that'll be 11. I think I did that conversion right. Yeah, it should be 11 a.m. So a little bit before noon, we will get a gameplay trailer on February 4th. But that's not the only important info that we got as far as info for the upcoming game. When they announced the consoles that the game is going to be on, they excluded past gen consoles. So no PS4, no Xbox One, I think it is. So it's looking like it's going to be next gen consoles only, which is actually a very big positive for the community. And it doesn't appear that we're going to be getting it on Game Pass either. So that's also an intriguing thing that was noted. So with all that being said and all that information kind of being compiled together, here are the main 3 things that we need from MLB The Show 25 in these upcoming months. Because it's on next gen only, so no PS4 and Xbox One being involved, we need an updated look and updated graphics. Now that doesn't just mean making it look a little bit better. We need it to be a standout night and day comparison from MLB The Show 24 as far as how it looks. People have gone as far back as I think like MLB The Show 15 or 16 or some of the earlier games from a few years ago, and they've done a side-by-side comparison, and the games don't look that much different. We need this game to set itself apart as far as how it looks. That's one major thing that we need. The second thing we need is a new and fun Diamond Dynasty content model. They did try a new system with the sets and seasons, and we do have to applaud them for at least trying to innovate and do something new. That being said, sets and seasons was a dramatic and epic failure. The idea of day 199s in the game was good for about the first week, and then after that it all went to shit. I'm not the only one in the community who shares this opinion. Everyone, or at least a overwhelming majority, hated the sets and seasons model because it just got stale. There were too many repeat cards, and it just wasn't a good way to maintain the fan base over the Diamond Dynasty season. So I don't necessarily have any ideas or necessarily any new ideas for what they could do to make the Diamond Dynasty content model better. I'm personally a fan of the old inning program model with the gradual power creep, but granted, that's also because that was what it was when I first got into the game, and it's kind of a nostalgic thing for me, so it may not necessarily be the best move going forward. but if I were to see that again, I certainly wouldn't be upset about it. And the third thing we need, and some people have been calling for this for a while now, and I agree, we need significant upgrades to Road to the Show and franchise. And I don't just mean a couple different settings that you can adjust to make it different and, you know, things like that. We need significant upgrades. Now, with that being said, there was someone on Twitter who did point something out about the cover. If you look at Paul Skeens, and it gives you like the path he took to get to the major leagues, it lists LSU on the cover, which is not something we see often. Like, the general idea of college in Road to the Show has been something that they've mentioned, and we've even seen draft pick cards come to Diamond Dynasty over the last couple years. But college has never been an outright part of the game, like no logos or anything like that. But now we have the official LSU logo being involved in the game, so that could mean we could see that be integrated into both Diamond Dynasty franchise and Road to the Show. But I'm still curious to see what comes from that. So with all of that news being brought up, let me know in the comment section what you guys think about the announcement for MLB The Show 25. I'm very excited about it. A lot of people in the community are excited about it as well. There are a lot of potential opportunities that could be coming up in this next month for them to really take a step forward with the franchise. They've been kind of stagnant or even really regressing with the title of this franchise for a couple of years now, and this is a really big opportunity for them to take leaps forward and actually make a really good game that's going to retain the audience for much longer than it has over the last couple of years. But that does look like all the information we have at this moment in time going forward. Obviously, more information is going to come out over the next couple weeks and months, and before you know it, we are going to have a brand new MLB The Show game on our consoles or on our systems, and we will be able to play that very soon. I'm very excited. I'm looking forward to it. Diamond Dynasty content in the meantime for MLB The Show 24 is going to be sort of far and few between just because it's the end of the year. We might do a couple team builds. I don't know if MLB The Show 24 is going to release, you know, new 99 cards for the cover athletes like they have been. I haven't seen them announce anything about that. But as far as maybe a couple team builds to end the year, we're really not going to see much Diamond Dynasty content or really MLB The Show content. I'm going to try and do a couple videos, but right now I'm trying to prioritize quality over quantity. So you may see a little bit of gaps in between uploads for me. So I apologize for that ahead of time, but it's because I'm trying to refresh the content while bringing you stuff that's you're actually going to enjoy. And that's just meaning it's going to take a little bit more time for me. Plus the semester started up again at school, so I have a few more things on my plate that I needed to take care of and keep up with as we get going here. But that doesn't mean content is going to stop, but merely until we get MLB The Show 25 and maybe a couple other games coming out hopefully soon, the content will be a little more spread out. So hopefully you guys bear with me. And if you guys want to make sure you don't miss out on when the next video goes live, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications so you will always be notified when the next video goes live. We are on the road to 2,000 subscribers, and we are now officially on the road to MLB The Show 25. I hope to see you guys in the next video, and you guys have a good rest of your day.